Welcome to Neural Synchrony, building a conscious connection to your intuition. Intuition is an accessible resource in every moment. You heard me right. Intuition is a resource. I've been asked over and over again, Vanessa, what is neural synchrony and what does it have to do with intuition? Well, let's talk about what neural synchrony is and why it's so important in our life. I want to start by talking a little bit about biology and the nervous system. Electrical messages are sent through a connection of our neurons. They communicate through synapses, or little areas where there is nothing. Messages leap across those. Information arcs across the gaps, passing information from neuron to neuron. It's really through these synapses that we communicate with other parts of ourself. So the next question is how do we use the same system to communicate with others? This is where neurosynchrony comes in. Have you ever been in a relationship with someone that you were so connected that you finished each other's sentences? Or you might have asked a question another person was saying, or answered a question another person was thinking. When you did this, you created synaptic arches across your energy bodies. You are no longer a contained energy system sharing information just between your neurons. You started sharing information with theirs. You used your information to unconsciously connect with another person. So that's really intimate, this sharing of energy or sharing of vibrations or sharing of memories, thoughts with another person unconsciously. You might be thinking, oh gosh, I'm not sure I want to share that with a person I don't know very well. That might make you a little uncomfortable. But I'm here to tell you why we want to engage in neural synchrony with a stranger or someone you don't know that well. With neural synchrony facilitation, we create a conscious connection between two people. So what I talked about before was really an unconscious intuitive connection. Neural synchrony facilitation creates a conscious intuitive connection. In neural synchrony facilitation, my intuition sparks a conscious arc between me and another person. Through this arc, my intuition awakens the intuition of the other person. And together, intuition to intuition, we really look for answers to questions. So again, the difference between neural synchrony facilitation and other forms of neural synchrony is that the connection is conscious during the facilitation. Neural synchrony is a two-way conscious connection, a conversation that is fueled by the intuition of both parties. Neural synchrony adds another layer to an intuitive conversation. You might be saying, okay, what is that layer? It's the integration of your intuition on a conscious level. With that integration, we enter the conscious space of unharnessed potential. And many times when you're working with unharnessed potential, it's unconscious. That's why it's unharnessed. So when we enter into that space, we can harness that potential. What happens in that space? I'm a guide on an incredible journey of reconnection to soul purpose. The reason why you're here on this earth, and maybe why you're having some difficulties, is because you can't get past the barrier of soul purpose. This guidance may include aura readings. So we might talk about, what is your life color? Are there markers in your aura that might be stopping you? This assessment may include identifying a dulling of your aura, a congestion, or a tear in your energy field. It may point to what's really going right in your energy field at this time. It also may include energy techniques that may be anchoring and shielding, how you can be very present now. It might be energy techniques that really help you connect to your inner core so you can meet your soul purpose. I might also suggest homework of other energy practices that are designed to increase your awareness while clearing debris from your energy field. It almost always includes challenge deciphering. These are the things that are throwing up barriers and really stopping you from living your soul purpose. And some of those things may involve, maybe you're having difficulty at your job, you might be struggling in a relationship, you might be seeing the same sign over and over again and are very unsure what that sign is saying to you. We're going to decipher those things. We might also delve into past life trauma. And by that I mean there's stuff that we bring into this life from past lives. We'll talk about how something that went on in one of your lives before informs the way you interact with the world. We might also delve into contract issues. And by contracts, I mean we have a soul contract. We might have an interpersonal contract with a family member, a friend, an acquaintance, a coworker, a stranger. We might talk about familial contracts, tribal contracts. We're going to identify those because we come into this life with certain contracts. Be that as what we hope as individuals to accomplish, or how we help others accomplish theirs. And so in that way, not everything that happens is solely about us, because we're all in this together in relationships, and we're helping other people realize their soul contracts. And so it's also to realize that life has a lot of twists and turns, and sometimes our contracts get really convoluted and muddy. We might do some core disengagement. Sometimes relationships, situations, and jobs can become toxic to us energetically. How do we let them go so that they no longer impact us negatively? We're going to do some life lesson identification. We all have life lessons that help us evolve. What is the most vital one in this moment? What is the one that is in our face? And how can we learn that life lesson and move on to meet our soul purpose? We're going to talk about some life purpose insights. So really, what is your soul purpose? And what do you need to shift in your life to continue realizing it? We might also do some forecasting. So what are the potential outcomes in this moment? And how can you accomplish them? What do you hope to manifest? And so in that way, we're also going to come up with a plan of action, or if you want to call it homework, things that you can do after you leave the session to really help you manifest your soul purpose. So you're thinking, I just went through a whole lot of stuff. The session is only 60 minutes long. So we probably will not touch upon all of these things. Depending upon what you need, I will use these tools or different ones to trigger your intuition and really help you discover your soul purpose and how you can live it more fully. Neural Synchrony facilitation isn't a one-size-fits-all. It's tailored to meet your needs in the moment. Again, it's a conversation between my inner wisdom and your inner wisdom. So that's neural synchrony in a nutshell. It's a deep intuitive connection between two people. It's a way of empowering you on the road of life. It's a way of helping you realize your soul purpose. Now, if you have questions, let me know. Are you ready for a session? Contact me to schedule one. This is Vanessa. Live fully, live your soul purpose.